You're...
Yo, what's going on, people? We are back. We are back. Welcome. Hello. What's going on?
Yeah,
Hey,
we've been gone for a
Natalie.
little bit.
What's up, Advent? Yeah, we was gone for a little bit, but we back.
With the jump ball.
Yeah, so we had a little technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Our computer died.
Like, it literally shat itself. Like, in the middle of showing his mom our vlog. Yeah. Our vlog.
It was I don't know if anybody here, like, I know Natalie probably knows, but if you turn your computer on and it just beeps, that's not good.
Yeah.
Your
It was like screaming. Hello? Hello?
mic check.
Okay, the mic just went out for some. I don't know what was the last. What's the last thing you guys heard?
The wire is messed up on that, so we gotta be careful.
Oh,
yeah.
So let me move this from. Hold on 1 second. Let me just move this from here. Okay.
So we ran into some technical difficulties. Our computer died last week, so I built a new one. There was a problem with our processor or power supply. Thing was beeping like crazy, so I built a whole new one. So we are streaming from a whole new rig.
It's a whole new setup. It's a whole new computer.
I'm pretty sure they can hear us now.
Yeah, it's like it's probably it's not exactly on on time.
And now I'm gonna need to get a new.
Oh, you got to do live chat because I see it here that it's okay. You're back. Okay.
Yeah, the computer was beeping like crazy. I was like,
yeah.
I was like, usually if you get like, there's like it's like Morse code, and it beeped like it was like 11 beeps. I was like, I've never heard that.
Yeah, it was weird. It was really weird. It just literally just shat on itself.
Got a whole new computer, built one. It's actually sitting behind the camera right now.
Yeah, it's so tiny. It's so tiny. It's like literally on the computer desk.
The other one is
the
big.
Case is on the computer desk.
Like the other case is like huge, like this big.
Yeah.
It's big. It's tiny. This new case.
Yeah, it's so small.
Very happy with this new computer. Only thing though is I don't have a graphics card.
Yeah.
I tried to buy one this morning, but
yeah, he was about to make his way out to Queens, but they said they didn't even have any anymore.
What was it? It's just hard to buy a graphics card now. Like everything is now being resold. Everything is being resold. Workout gear, electronics. You can't buy anything at regular price no more.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah. So recently, okay. So for the people who have gotten older and are in their 30s now, I'm sure your bodies do like some crazy changes. My body has been going through some crazy changes. I've never been allergic to anything. Now it turns out I'm starting to become allergic to almost everything. It's crazy. Like the other day I was me and Zales went for a walk. We went to go see Johnny real quick. And on our way there, I was feeling a little weird, but I just thought it was just me being sluggish or whatever. But as the time went on, my hands started feeling weird, and it was literally the hair product that I put in my hair.
Yeah, so she's allergic to her hair product. So Miss Jessie's
Pillow Soft Curls is
you can't use it anymore.
I can't use it anymore. It literally, like, my scalp was itching, hives. I started breaking out in hives like throughout my whole body.
Hypoallergenic. Get on it, Miss Jessie. Hypoallergenic.
Oh my god, it was crazy. I was just like, what the hell? Like felt like my airways was closing. It was crazy. Like
I had to go into the store and get her Benadryl real quick. Yeah, graphics cards are the fucking Bitcoin mining, and then just everything is being resold. Like you can't even buy like workout gear, like dumbbells are like being resold. They're reselling everything, and it's like so annoying. So annoying.
Get the Brugal.
Today we have some Brugal Anejo.
It's funny because we haven't drank Brugal in
Years.
since we were teens, like, and this is not like a go-to, but somebody gave this to his mom, so she gave it to us. She doesn't drink.
And so it's hard.
Yep. Like, let's go see.
Yes. I was gonna go to Queens, but they said that there are people already lined up outside the door. I was literally like, I had the money. I was like, yo, but it's gonna take me like 2 hours to get to Queens, so I'm gonna call now to see if I can even make it. But they said it was already gone. By the time I called, they were gone. And I'm like,
And it was early. Like it was early. Like
I was disgusted. I was like, the fuck, bro. I'm like, don't let me be the weirdo to call them at like 9:30 and be like, do you have these there? And then go pull up, and they're like, no, they're gone. Hopefully the Samsung Node shortage would happen soon, because what's happening is there's a lack of components to make these things in DDR6 RAM or whatever, and so I might have to wait it out, but I want to get to work, so I might have to buy one off StockX of all places.
Oh, StockX sells,
StockX
stuff,
sells everything.
everything.
You'll find yourself on StockX. Somebody will buy you and resell you on StockX.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
Muki
yeah,
B
shout out to
generation.
Give me the slime.
You be the slime.
So we back. Today, very very bittersweet day. It was announced that DMX, aka Earl Simmons, passed away after suffering from a heart attack last week. If you are around our age, you know how big DMX is and was. He was the hottest rapper for like a couple of years. You know what I'm
And
saying?
he still has songs that we still listen to this day. You know.
So it's very unfortunate. He's very influential. A lot of my friends are hurting right now. Like they're personally like grief stricken by this death. So prayers go out to him and his family. Hopefully, he gets to everything could. His family could like mourn in the right way when allowed to mourn. Because like the way this news was coming out, people were saying rest in peace before it was officially announced he was dead.
Exactly.
And so I don't know, but rest in peace, DMX. You know what they say, all dogs go to heaven.
Yeah, I was like, what? When he told me that he was in the hospital, I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
That shit surprised the fuck out of me.
So when I heard he was in the hospital initially, I thought he was gonna pull through.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna pull through. I thought it was like, but then I heard it was like starting to get really, really bad. And I was just like, I have my feelings like about people with like drugs. Like you can't really expect, anything better when you're messing around with like hard drugs. But I didn't, no one deserves that. And then he has his own like drugs is there's mad deep seated problems
if you're
in that drug shit. Like, so like he was a very like somebody said that he was different. He was built different. Like you could be considerate and like caring and still like super emotional, but still be like a real ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like DMX would be this type of dude, like smack the shit out of you and then cry about it. And his music was very influential. Very influential. Anybody who's our age or coming from our era or coming from New York, DMX is super influential.
Yeah, people did give up on him before it was over. That's a fact.
I was hoping he would pull through. This drug shit is not a joke. Not a joke. It's crazy out there. Be careful if you like. I can't say nothing bad. Like if you taking drugs, like you have way bigger problems than I can help with. But just be careful out there. Possibly.
Maybe.
We don't
That's
really
what
know.
Zales was saying. Zales was saying maybe they laced his shit with something.
Possibly. I mean, they're lacing everybody's shit. Everything's fucked up now. Especially when we're talking about like illegal drugs, street drugs and stuff like that. But sad that he went out that way. There was a very large outpouring of support out at the hospital that he was at up in Westchester on 241st. I think he was at the Metropolitan Fear 241st. And it was just mad.
Right after.
Yeah.
Right.
And even then, you
Smoke
some
plants.
people smoke way too many plants. You know, that
Smoke
could be
plants.
bad too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, smoke. My father always told me everything in moderation.
Mm-hmm.
Because like everything, because like it's crazy how I've seen a lot of people recently, like friends of mine, like comment on people who smoke cigarettes, but they'll eat like junk food all the time, and it's like
you're not
really
healthy yourself, so
yeah,
it's like,
you can't throw stones.
what are you doing?
Speaking of plants, this is legal now here, recreationally legal, so we can do this shit.
Right. We
No,
could do this. Oh my god, we found out we was at a friend's house, and it was like a little mini New Year's. We was dumb hype.
yeah, be your own people. Be your own people.
Mm-hmm.
Cain killed Abel. I'm saying that was his brother. Be your own people. You gotta watch out. What's that? There's a Nas song. It's called "Watch Those." It says, "Watch those niggas that is close to you, and make sure they do what they're supposed to do, because you know they think about smoking you. Never personal. Nowadays, it's the way." So we smoking one in the memory of X. It's crazy. A lot of people talking about King Prince Philip. I don't give a shit. Only Prince I care about. Prince we lost. Like, you know, DMX. Good night, sweet Prince. I don't know about Philip. How y'all been since you've been gone?
Yeah. How y'all been?
We've been it's been kind of funny for us. We took our break, then we went to Philly, and then we were forced to take another break.
Yeah.
Because my computer died, and like, I mean, I do have a laptop, but to do this whole setup with the laptop would have just been, I don't know. I didn't want to set up all this stuff, and then the kids use the laptop, and so it's just like,
Yeah, it would have been too much. So we just
took a break.
Yeah, we just took a little break. It wasn't that much of a break, but
Yeah,
we tried to get back as soon as possible, especially since I think last week or 2 weeks ago,
mm-hmm.
we went to Mill's house that Friday. We were supposed to stream, but we ended up going to Mill's house.
Yeah. So
yeah,
kind of our bad too.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we could talk about that situation, like streaming and being a content creator. Hopefully it comes back.
No. Okay, cool.
Also, this is a new camera that's not hacked yet, so I have to set that.
Oh yeah, because we have 2 cameras now, so we might be doing like a setup. We're gonna start messing with like the streaming.
I'm actually gonna get into this whole shit about taking breaks. I'm gonna take a break. We're gonna take breaks whenever the fuck we feel like it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to be honest, there's mad creators who are not creating content. We're not getting any money off of this. Yet, you know, some people are gracious enough to give us money, and if you want to, you can always hit the Cash App or PayPal or whatever's in the description.
Yeah, especially since we just took a huge financial hit.
Yeah, so if you want to help,
any financial,
you want to help fund, you don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
It's out of the goodness of your heart.
Mm-hmm.
But took a huge financial hit. If you want to help us out, you could donate to us, or if you just want to show us love or whatever. It's not, like I said, it's not necessary. It's not, you're not obligated to do this, but it would be highly appreciated if you do. My computer died. I went and fixed it.
Yeah.
I didn't grift to the community. I spent 2 racks. Like, fuck. Like, I need my computer. Like, the computer's my bread and butter. That's like if somebody losing their tools or their truck or their hands. Like, nah, fuck that. Like, you can't not.
Yeah. And we were thinking that we were gonna be back within like a month, but we got back way quicker than what we expected because we were like planning out like what to buy like every week or so. But we ended up just buying everything within the week, like.
Yeah, and then all of it came super fast. If you want to support my Redbubble, it's ZALES.redbubble.com. There's a couple of designs on there. My Zoom logo, which is the Zales Doom logo.
Yeah.
Zales tag logo, and I think I got the Aki.
There's the face mask there. There's there's a whole bunch of stuff. There's cups. You can get everything now.
Yeah, no, but I don't know. Like, I'm trying to do this YouTube shit in a way that I want to continue making content that's dope, that I care about, in a semi-consistent basis where I can like plan out videos and do work. But in all honesty, it kind of sucks when you put in work and no one watches your videos. Like I could tell you right now, we spent money. Now, I'm not gonna complain, but it is what it is. We spent money, and I spent hours editing a video, and I don't think that video even has 100 views yet. You know, so like it just like, and I've been seeing like drama, like everybody's just into the drama shit, and that's not my bag. You know, people know that we've been done wrong, and they don't even come over here to show support unless I'm pandering to that drama bullshit, which
is whack, because it's like if you truly like our content and actually want to support, you would do so just off the strength of
and the people who do support, they're here. You know who you are. You know, we appreciate.
And there's some people who have been gone.
Yeah,
but still support us, and we know that. But
they're anybody who comes in this chat, if you see them in this chat, they're one of those people who really support us and check on us outside of when we make videos.
Yep.
Like, Natalie has been hitting us up. Johnny, Johnny's my best friend. So I'm always seeing Johnny.
Like a brother.
And then Advent is always atting me on Twitter. We're always talking about something.
Yeah, interacting and stuff. Yeah.
So like, I know people are like, phones work both ways. If I fucks with you, I hit you up. And if I don't hit you up, it's because you don't hit me up. And if we don't hit each other up, we then apologize to each other when we hit each other. And those are the people. Like, I appreciate like people like Tor, Natalie, Johnny, Advent, who are constantly and consistently coming to our streams. People who watch and don't really say much because they can't really let themselves be known out there. They're around because they're in their own beefs. The people who support us, thank you. So,
Speaking of Tor, I'm gonna let her know we're live.
And yes, please hit that like button. At this point, I don't even care that there's like so little viewers, because it's the people who really matter.
Exactly. It's the people who actually watch us.
The people who really watch us. Like on a day to day, they're always checking on us.
We need more of you guys, basically.
I'm not gonna lie, it kind of gets me down when
we go so hard for content, and
when I go so hard, and it's like people, like for example, our camera looks like it's a fucking Canon 5D Mark III. I don't know. I've been feeling kind of weird. Not gonna lie. And it's kind of just like you get down on yourself because I don't want to do the drama shit. I don't. It's not good for me. It's not good for. And even then, it's beating a dead horse at this point. Like homie who did that fucked up shit to us, his channel's practically dead.
He can't even get 200 to 300 views on one video.
Yeah, so his shit is done. His shit is donezo. But when I think about it in retrospect, what good did it do us? You know, yeah, a little bit of subs that aren't really active. You know, the ones that are active are the ones that are always here. You know.
Skip, hey Skip.
Hey, what's up, Skip? But just to see that the growth of like the drama shit, you know, and I'm not saying like you know like you know like the people who are cool with like Zali actually does her due diligence and reports and gets the facts and you know, but like you know even the Shinery did the thing. Oh.
All right, we got a drink to Scuttle being in the fountain. Yes.
Scuttlebutt, wow. Like
Mad David's
and even
here.
so, I was.
Oh, she got her name in caps too. Yeah. She ain't playing.
So what I was getting at,
yeah.
I was saying like people like you know, there's people who do their due diligence and actually do something like even the Shinery, even though at one point we were kind of like on different sides because they were with you know this dude. Once they split, they have been on like a new leaf where they're really trying to like you know basically make up for supporting him because the way they talk about the way he ran his Discord and everything, it was very like tyrannical and you know so. And fear mongering and he was running a cult kind of so you know but there's like so many other channels and so many other like people bouncing off this thing and they just don't really acknowledge us like we don't even exist you know
yeah
and it's just like
Johnny back. She came through real quick with that one.
Yeah, so you know, kind of, you know, so but at the end of the day, I have to realize, fuck it, we make content because we like to make the content. We have some content that's coming soon that's going to be very cool. We went to Philadelphia and we filmed that.
That was really cool.
That would have probably been out today or last week or something.
Yeah, if the computer didn't die, yeah. But why don't we talk about the Muter Museum since we didn't get any footage of that? We could just talk to them about that now. Might as well.
So we went to Philadelphia last Monday? No.
It was the 29th. Whatever day was the 29th. It was on a Monday. So whatever day was the Monday, that was the 20th of whatever. But yeah, I think it was the 28th or the 29th. But yeah, we went to Philly and we were supposed to do that last year for my birthday, but I couldn't wait for my birthday this year. So we ended up going anyway, you know, beforehand. So the main reason I'm going over there was to go to two museums. The Muter. What is it? What is that? It was Mutter. Okay, I would say Muter, but I was corrected, and he told us that it's Mutter. So, that was the main thing, to go to that museum and to go to the art museum.
We went to the Philadelphia Museum of Art.
Yeah, we was able to film in there, so we got a lot of cool shots of like different art and stuff. It was beautiful. Oh my god, it was amazing to see. So we're not going to talk too much about the art museum because you guys will see it in the vlog, but being that we couldn't film or take any pictures of the Mutter Museum, we're going to speak on that now.
Yeah, so Skip said she missed the first part. I just was talking about how I felt a little saddened about how like kind of work hard and you know like things aren't moving, I guess I want to say at the pace that we want it to, kind of, or the pace that we feel like matches
like our work
of others
or even our work, well, because we do put in a lot of work
I
for
mean,
our stuff.
I guess comparing yourself is at the end like not what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But ultimately everybody does. But I said, kind of, kind of blue. But at the end of the day, I said, you know what, gotta focus on making content that matters. So we continue doing stuff like our vlogs. We went out to Philly and
yeah, and then basically segued into what we're talking about now.
Philly was great. If you live in New York, just book beforehand. You can go to Philly back and forth for like $40 on a train.
Yeah, the Amtrak.
And it takes like 3 hours. Like, and people like
no,
like 2.5.
No, not even. It was less than 2 hours. It was like an hour and a half, hour 45.
Yeah. And so that's another thing that I've been kind of doing with the content that we've been making. Kind of being on a therapeutic, kind of like self-care. I don't know. We're turning into a self-care channel. So,
maybe.
Also like.
But it's also like what we do too. Like it's not only self-care, but it's also sightseeing, experiencing new things that we haven't experienced before,
and then sharing those experiences with our friends.
Yeah, basically.
And so, and then not having the computer kind of fucked me up too.
Yeah, it literally shat on us because that's another thing we were saying, Skip, was that the computer shat on us when we was trying to show his mom the last vlog we did, and it just shat itself. Like it literally just died.
Yeah, but the train is really fast. We left here at like 5-ish, and we got there at like 9.
Yeah,
and we were there mad early.
Yeah,
and then we took taxis all over the place. We don't drive, which we're gonna be kind of filming. I guess.
Push the thing and but what you call it? So yeah, but going on a train is not long at all. It's a quick train ride. Yeah. Less than 2 hours.
Get there super fast. Go over to Moynihan, 34th Street, where the old post office used to be on 8th Avenue. You can catch the train right there, and then you'll be in Philly in no time, or Jersey, or wherever the fuck you want to go. Mobile editing. I need to get into that. But then editing, I don't know, like editing, I gotta get in my zone on that. Gotta have my keyboard, gotta have my mouse.
Yeah, he's very used to like the computer. Yeah, he's used to that.
It was so weird because like I was on the Amtrak, like I hope this train doesn't derail and kill all of us. Right?
You was thinking that? Oh my god!
But then I was like, you know what? It's a train. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah. The train, the transit service over there is called SEPTA.
Yeah. We took a SEPTA bus.
Yeah, and we got on for free.
Yeah. He was like, "Yo, how do we get back?" And they're like, "Oh, we gotta go to the SEPTA building." SEPTA building?
Yeah, cause the bus that we had to take, because we took mad cabs, so Zales was like, all right, no more cabs, we could take a bus to the station or whatever. So he's looking stuff up and stuff on Google Maps and all that, and there's a bus like just there, like wasn't starting its route yet, and we asked the driver, I'm like, is this the 9 bus? She's like, yeah. So Zales goes to pay with the
with the NFC.
Yeah.
Like, sounds like Chase.
She's like, oh, we don't do that over here. And she's like, and we're like, oh damn. So we get off the bus, and then she's like asking like so where you guys trying to go and all that.
Yeah, we're trying to get 30th Street Station
to the Amtrak or whatever, and
just get on.
No, she was like, oh, you got to go to the SEPTA building. She was like telling us all this stuff. And then we started asking her questions about what she's telling us. She's like, you got to go to the SEPTA building. I'm like, okay. Oh, okay. Where is that building? Yeah. She's like, just get on the bus. Just get on the bus.
So, yeah, you're not from here.
Yeah, just get on the bus.
Yeah,
like,
but we got there, took the cab to the first museum. We were smoking in the streets. We don't care.
Yeah.
And people were smoking in the street there. Anyway.
Well, the first thing we did was take a cab to the Liberty Bell.
Oh yeah, we went to go see the Liberty Bell.
Yeah.
We went to historic Philadelphia. Checked out the old city,
Mm-hmm.
and then we went to the museum. Then we went to Love Park, which is like a famous skateboarding spot, but it's like no longer like
The same. It's not what it like.
it's a
He
dead
was
spot.
Yeah, he was showing me like videos, like skate clips and stuff from like in the park. I'm like, that's Love Park. He's like, yeah. I was like, yo, it don't look like that no more. What the
Yeah, they
hell?
changed everything.
It's that is yeah.
Then we walked down Benjamin Franklin Parkway, which is part of the Rocky Run, and if you go all the way, you go through Logan Square, and then you end up at the museum, and there's a Rocky Steps, which is on one side of the museum, on the west side or some shit. No, the east side of the museum, and they moved the statue. It used to be at the top of the steps, but they moved it to the bottom of the steps, and then went to check out the museum, picked up souvenirs and all that shit.
Oh, actually, get the mask.
Oh yeah, we got these masks here.
This was actually from this was from the Muter Museum. I saw they had masks. I was like, oh, perfect mask. I don't know if y'all can see what that says, but it says "Spit spreads death" on the mask. Oh, we was walking and it was like, I don't know what they were. They were druggies, obviously, but I don't know what drugs they were on or what they were doing. But they were like sitting down on the sidewalk up against a building, asking for money and whatever, doing their thing, whatever. And we had these masks on, and it says "Spit spreads death." So we passing by them, and he starts to ask for money, right? And then he gets confused, like he gets sidetracked by the mask. He's like, "What that mask say?" And his friend goes something about death, but it's just how it happened. It had to be dying. I was like, that was like the line for the rest of the day. Something about death.
Something about death.
Something about death was like the line for the rest of the day. That was so funny.
We didn't visit Kensington. We just stayed pretty much in Center City. Like I used to have friends in Philadelphia. We lived like on the south and west side, but we grew apart, so I don't talk to those guys anymore. So we were just out there like tourists. So we went to in Kenzo's. You know what was weird? What the observation? Because like we live in New York, and there's a huge homeless like community, like population that lives in New York. They're always kind of tucked away, like in a little alcove, or like tucked away in a little corner. In Philly, these niggas was just in the middle of the sidewalk, like sleeping in the middle of the sidewalk.
I'm like, why are they dead smack in the middle? Like over here in New York, you would see homeless people on the sidewalk sleeping and stuff like that. But they would be off to the side, up against like the building, under like, no. They were dead smack in the middle of the sidewalk. I'm like, what?
And then it's funny because we saw it, like we were going to Love Park, and I was just thinking about like Ollie the Magic Bum like 5 times. And I'm like, okay, I see where they get that from. They must be from the Philly niggas and sleeping in the middle of the street. I'm pretty sure niggas used to Ollie over there. Crazy.
Yeah. But let's speak about the Muter Museum, because that's what we were.
The Muter was the Mutter. You motherfucker.
You
motherfucker. So the Mutter is in the French Quarter, which is like I guess like you got French. You got Center City, and then Center City is. We were basically in the the downtown area, like Center City, historical, whatever. But
I refuse to laugh.
Niggas in the middle of the sidewalk.
She is dying right now.
She's like, man, niggas. I'm like, yo, what's going on here, yo? Yeah. I was like, yo, like it threw me for a loop. I'm like, these niggas is in the middle of the street,
so like the first people we seen in the middle of the sidewalk, they were like on grates, but it was like steam coming out. So I'm like, okay, they probably laying on that spot specifically because it's warm, maybe. And it was like hella cold that day. So I'm like, okay, I get that. Maybe that's why they're, maybe that's why. But then as we kept going, we kept seeing people just dead smack in the middle of this fucking sidewalk. I'm like, yo, this is probably just the thing then. This is just the thing then.
Like,
Like,
people just walking around. Though.
yeah, like it's.
I'm like, yo, really the city of brotherly love. Because in New York, somebody would kick the fuck out of you. Get the fuck out the middle of the sidewalk. The fuck are you
we made
doing?
a joke. We made a joke that New York isn't gonna be the same way anymore since weed is legal now. So New York is gonna be hella mellow now. It's gonna be more like Philly.
Yeah, Philly was pretty mellow, but we were not in the hood part of Philly though.
It was so quiet.
It was really quiet.
I mean, like, even in the nice parts here in New York, it's still like mad
fucking ruckus.
Yeah, that's why this was like, yo, this is a different like vibe over here.
But in the hoods, it's just as crazy as over here. Gotta understand that. In the hoods are, with Meek Mill be chilling. Be just as crazy. I'm telling you, the west side and the south side of Philly, they don't play over there. I don't think I would have been welcome over there. Like, this pretty boy New York motherfucker. You don't got a beard like this. Beanie Siegel ass niggas and fucking, they would have hated me. Fuck this pretty boy Spanish nigga. Fucking hate this nigga. I ain't do shit to none of y'all, bro.
Like, yeah, what the fuck did I do? New York is fuck, definitely. It's like popping up on my phone before it pops up over here.
But but it was I had to get New York on one nigga. Remember, all right, so we went to a spot called Ishkabibble to get Philly cheesesteak.
I miss seeing those from Scuttlebutt. I'm just fucking laughing.
So there was a dude who was trying to like violate,
but he was being mad indirect.
Yeah, he was being mad passive aggressive. Like,
yeah,
he was speaking under his breath. So so he kept saying Weight Watchers under his breath.
Yeah, we went to go get we went to Ishkabibble. It's a spot that they sell Philly cheesesteaks. Well, cheesesteaks. And yeah, so we was waiting outside for our food, and he was like saying Weight Watchers under his breath or whatever. And so we just like
because you was like, yo, why you keep saying Weight Watchers under his?
I'm like, yo, why does the motherfucker keep saying Weight Watchers?
And I was like, this nigga need to watch his mouth. And I was like, oh, but and I was like, oh, but you don't want to say it out loud.
I was like, yo, and Dale was like, yo, this motherfucker's pocket watching.
Yeah, he's pocket watching.
Cause yo, he was over there asking for money and shit.
So I was like, Weight Watchers, nigga, your pocket watches, nigga. What you talking about? You need to watch your mouth. And then I was like, go to Rita's. I went to I was like, yo, wherever there's cheesesteaks everywhere.
Yeah, there's cheesesteak spots everywhere.
Chopped cheese over there. Weeders,
rice water. Weeders rice water. Rita's water ice. Dumbest name ever. Water ice.
My streets are gonna be a lot more like this because weed is legal now here in New York, so we're gonna be smoking and drinking. Well, not drinking all the time, smoking.
Yeah.
We do that. We do it a lot more too. We do it in the street now. Okay.
I mean, we always did, but now it's like we don't gotta be cupping it and like, yo, take that. It's kind of like, here you go. Like we're not hiding it no more. So it's cool now to just be out in the open with it and not really have to worry.
You're talking about weed people not being gay, even though you can do that too. That's cool. You're gay and you want to be out. I get it. Yo. Chopped cheese, to me, better than Philly cheesesteak. Yep. Philly cheesesteaks are good, but I need mine with ketchup. I also need chopped cheese with ketchup, but I like chopped cheese better.
The Philly cheesesteaks are really good, but I feel like they're like overrated. Like it being from Philly, I feel like it's overrated. Like it's. I'm pretty sure maybe it was just the spot we went to. We don't know. We never really know. Maybe it was just the spot we went to.
You said Rita's water ice.
Dumbest name ever. Water ice.
Welcome to Rita's water ice. Um, yeah, but I got really New York on that nigga. And then we walked up the block to smoke a blunt, and then when we came back, he was gone.
Yeah,
He was
he was
gone.
like, yo, he packed his shit
Bro, I
up.
packed that nigga up. It's because I probably got dumb. I got too new. You need to watch your mouth, pocket watcher. Stuff my dick, nigga. And then it was like he was just like, oh shit. He's like, that guy's not from Philly. That guy's definitely not from Philly.
Do you like mayo at all? Because there's some people who don't like mayo at all. Bad in a good or a bad way?
I think he means, bad mean, not bad meaning bad, but
Okay.
bad meaning good.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
the Run DMC now. We've been on. We like. It's funny because I'm the rapper, but everybody else here has been on some super hip hop shit lately.
Yeah. Oh, the kids have been on Parappa the Rapper heavy.
Yo, they been jamming.
Yo, like screaming the lyrics to the songs. It's just like.
Yo, but it's funny because Pharoah Monk is on a fucking Parappa the Rapper 2 song. I'm like, listen, I'm like, is that Pharoah Monk? I'm like, like I feel like going back to Philly, just on just chilling and finding a spot and just chilling. It was a very cool vibe, very different from New York. Like it was more like it was very chill.
I don't want to hear it.
I saw somebody talking about that. They're like, oh, that like because you know how New York, like, we got the chopped cheese, we got the pizza, we got the bagels, we got Katz's delicatessen, the pastrami's on ride. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, those sandwiches were so good.
But I saw somebody was like, oh, New York, oh, we have better pizza than New York. I'm just like, huh? Where?
Wait, somebody said that over there in Philly?
Yeah. What's PM? I like Pharoah Monk. But it was Pharoah Monk beasted on oh no, when this nigga said what the fuck he said?
What?
He says okay, he says this nigga said, we intellectual, we pass more essays than motorcade police parades through East LA. I was like, oh shit. Like, I passed more essays than motorcade police parades through East LA. I was just like, oh, okay. That's when I was like, what, like 11 years old when I heard that? Shit. It was like PM. It was like Prime Minister.
Private messaging.
I was like, oh, Pharoah Monk. Oh yeah, no. I also like that song he did with Styles P, "The Life." That he's singing on that shit. That my life is all I have. My rhymes, my pen, my pad, and I made it through the struggle. Don't judge me. He killed it. Styles is a fucking scammer now. Killed it. Yes.
So speaking of pizza and better pizza than New York, remember that pizza shop that we saw in Philly that said NYPD's pizza? I was like, it should have been NYPD's donuts, not pizza, because
it should have been police brutality.
NYPD brutality.
And then there was a dude at Love Park that they were trying to move, and the cops were like just sitting there waiting,
yeah,
for this nigga to leave.
They're just like hanging around him. We're like, yo, if this was New York, they would have beat his ass by now. They would have beat his ass at the
They would have taken the bookings in no time.
For real.
Yeah, my favorite style song is "Nobody Believed That My Knife Talked to Me." Something that my knife talked to me. That's my shit. And the other shit that were like gangsters ride, gentlemen live your life, live it up. Cause gangsters die. It's only a matter of time. The clock ticking. Gangsters ride. That shit is hot. That shit is. He's talking about his whole life. He was talking about like being broke and shit. He was like, the first verse is crazy. He was like, yeah, that first verse is. He's talking about like his moms and pops and shit. He was like, they had me in the 70s when liquor and weed was heavy, you know, in Corona, Queens. Had my little brother Gary. A year later, let me gather my thoughts. He was saying crazy shit. He was like, at the time I was 9, I was out of my mind. My step pops didn't like me, beat me out of my mind. 10 and 11 the same, and never a change. Still still had to hit me. Aggravated little nigga still wearing skippies. God had Adidas and Pumas, I couldn't have a pair. But mom said waited till Christmas, but I needed them sooner. If you heard that I broke, yo, it wasn't a rumor. Like, yeah, yo, he was spitting some like real life shit. That's why he's my favorite member. That's why we weren't out there. That's why we stayed in a very tourist section of Philly. I don't know nobody over there, so it's just like, that would have been dumb to make moves over there. Like, we ain't got to call. That's another thing too. Driving would have been 8 hours going to come.
Yeah,
that's we would have to stay out there, and there was like the hotels there. Like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, they weren't nice. They weren't nice for the prices that they were. Like they were pretty expensive for some shitty looking hotel rooms. It's like,
I've been listening to some Ill Bill.
Oh, nice. What songs did you listen to? What songs do you like from him?
Yeah. Ill Bill is one of my favorite rappers. My favorite song by him is Society is Brainwashed.
I like American History X.
That song.
Anatomy of a School Shooting, 21. Those are like my 3 like top songs from him.
I like American History X. That's like one of my favorites.
That's about the Columbine.
Nah, that's Anatomy of a School Shooting is about Columbine.
Oh yeah. You said American History X. Never mind.
American History
X.
Yeah.
Anatomy of a School Shooting is about Columbine.
The way he opens American History X is crazy. I eat politicians for breakfast till infinity is endless. Feeling Hillary, George Bush, everybody's getting it. President, Supreme Court, justices, senators running up in the White House, race people, at him, press the lead, hit him in the chest with heat. This nigga was
Hail to the chief.
Bullets everywhere. There's beef. Violence is more American
than apple pie and Soul Train.
Baseball, nigga played the mounds of cocaine. Nigga was going in. Yeah. And then Black Helicopters and all those other songs with the Coconut.
Push the button.
Yeah. Oh, so we have not been here for a while, so there's some shit. No doubt. So Mr. Old Town Road, Lil Nas X.
What's Wrong with Bill was the album.
That's got American History X.
Yeah, that has American History X on it. What else has on it?
Has American History X, has What's Wrong, has Unstoppable. No matter how hard you try, you can stop me now. Wow. That sample was crazy. No matter. Oh, you need to eat. What was the last thing we ate? That was like 5 hours. I don't think she.
I'm not even hungry.
So, I work downstairs.
Yeah.
You know how that go when you work out? Gotta eat something.
Yeah, I made some fried shrimps and French fries earlier today. That shit was so good. With the panko breadcrumbs, seasoned panko breadcrumbs with Romano and pecorino cheese in them.
So, yo, what what do people think about this Lil Nas X sneaker controversy? That video was a little much. Ain't gonna lie, not our cup of tea. But when you think about where he's coming from with the message, the satanic thing it's turning a lot of people off.
Yeah, we seen a video about it, like his explanation for it.
But I don't know. I feel like there are other rap artists who like use that type of imagery. Ghost Fame,
Yeah.
stuff like that. They're metal artists. It's okay for metal artists to do it. It's okay for hardcore rappers to do it. Grave Diggers, Necro, they all like allude to like controversial, and even fucking Ill Bill calls himself the cult leader. You know what I'm saying? So like that imagery, invoking that imagery is nothing new. Like especially when you trying to come for shock value, it's new in the terms of hip hop. And one of the things that I've noticed it's just my observation. Everybody who I've seen supporting the Lil Nas X thing is somebody who doesn't really listen to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And and that's something I did say that he was just doing it for relevancy because no one's talking about his music besides like that video and then the sneakers, which I felt the sneakers, they're not an official Nike release, so that's why Nike hit him with the cease and desist. And if you don't know, all 666 pairs, because they made the devil's number, right? All 166 are being recalled. So I know a couple, like Justin Wang had a pair. They might come and take them shits from him, but can't have them shits because Nike does not want to be like have its name associated with it. I think doing that is going to make it difficult for other artists to do collaborative shoes with Nike and shit like that. Because now, like, they're going to make it where Nike's going to be like, we don't want to be associated with your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, the Newports. Remember the Newports? The Newport shoes? Nike was like, them shits, but they were still made. They were still like a sample, so people still have a pair with the big Newport box. But those shoes, I think they're going to basically be destroyed because and then it's going to lead the larger implications that it's going to lead to is kind of crazy.
Hi, Tor.
What's up, Tor?
How you doing?
Yeah, the shoes have. I mean, I'm pretty sure I got some shoes with human blood on them. But
that's a different story though.
Yeah. I wear a lot of boots, people. Sometimes you gotta stomp a mud hole in somebody.
But Tor, I like your little house in Sims. I know I already told you that, but I was telling Zales about it. And
Yeah,
like her house was so cute and small.
Oh yeah,
Why?
Yeah, they put. Oh, so you know how like Air Max has got the bubble? They put a little bit of paint and some human mix it with some human blood and put it in a bubble, and so there's like a blood bubble on your Air Max 97s, I believe that they were, and
That's disgusting.
yeah, and then they were made with a brand called Mischief, and they're yeah, like I feel like evoking the imagery to a degree could be acceptable, you know what I'm saying? But then he went a little too hard. Went a little too hard. And also I think
Polygel is a learning curve. But polygel is actually it's better to work with an acrylic because it doesn't dry unless you cure it, so it's better to work with than acrylic, but it makes it forces you to take longer on your nails because you have that playtime.
Somebody had joked about the blood in the sneakers and they're like, oh, they took the blood, but they didn't take the sweat and the tears from the Asian kids who made the shoes. And I was just like, Jesus fuck, bro.
That's fucked up.
My lord, bro. I'm not
No problem, Tor.
I mean I listen to Slayer, so I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna be like, oh, and I'm wearing a fucking Grim Reaper on my shirt right now.
Right.
So I'm not gonna be like, oh, that music is, there's no place for the devil's music, Diabolos and Musica, which is funny because if you guys know what Diabolos and Musica is, it's not just an album by Slayer. It is a music theory concept about the tritone. The dissonance of the tritone makes it sound creepy, and so it's used in spooky music theory. So that's an interval. It splits the octave in half. So 6 semitones or whatever, because you know how there's 12 tones in music. And it's traditional, music theory. 6 tones, semi whatever. Which probably won't be the 6th. It'll probably be the 4th or 5th. Yeah. So the 4th or 5th interval, which is 6 semitones away, is called the tritone. Little music theory for you guys there. I think
and for years too.
Yeah.
For years, it's not like the devil is like a new topic. Like he brought the devil like into like a topic of music. Like the devil has been the topic of music for mad long.
The devil went down to Georgia looking for a soul to steal.
Like, come
on. Slayer saying, "Enter to the realm of Satan." They even say "Hail Satan" on their records.
Mm-hmm.
We don't do any of that. We barely hail taxis out here, but I do listen to like really like crazy. I mean, I listen to music from everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what's scarier than like the devil? When you evoke like actual like human like evil. When like they're talking with like Megadeth, like talking about like nuclear holocaust. We did that we could do that to ourselves. Like what? Who cares about the devil? When people are bad, people do things for God. People, I don't know, man. People be invoking it. It's weird. Like it's like I feel like it's like a scary thing too.
I feel like people nowadays people are just too sensitive with mad different things. Like everybody's sensitive, and it's like for our generation to be so sensitive. People who came up on like fucking Mad TV and like Jackass and all these different types of shows, Scarred, like why? How are you so sensitive?
I think the funniest thing too is everybody's sensitive, but then like the perpetuation of like nasty bullshit motherfuckers on reality TV. Like the way people act on reality TV is super extra. Like they still have like Love and Hip Hop, but then we're talking, but we can't curse people out, or well, not curse people out. I mean, there are certain things like I get like I don't know, cancel culture and all this other shit. Like it's just mad weird. Like it don't make sense to me. People used to get away with shit that was just hard. People get away with horrible shit now. The thing like
exactly.
I think the paganism and the there, because I think there's 2 different versions of like the traditional, like I mean there's like the Satanist, which is like Levian Satanism, which is more like a philosophy, like a personal philosophy. You know what I'm saying? Which is like let people do them and be super liberal about like your shit. But then you have like the occult, like demonic Satanism, which is pretty much just like shock value shit. And to be honest, a lot of those people come from religious backgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of metalheads grew up in strict, you know, Catholic homes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people are like, oh, you're playing Dungeons and Dragons and you're fucking watching Lord of the Rings, like you're into like fantasy, now you're demonic. And so his main demographic being kids is what I feel like people have the biggest
Issue with.
Old Town Road was like, yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, I worked for schools for 8 years. Old Town Road was like the shit in the schools for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
If you played Old Town Road at like a school dance, the kids would go insane.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, like when people like remember when this song was hot? You know the shit with my bro. You remember how people used to go crazy when that shit used to come on?
Mm-hmm.
And people or when you hear like Magnolia by like Playboi Carti, in New York I'm really rock. Yo, and people go crazy. Or if they hear certain like, yo, my kids heard Old Town Road and will go insane, yo. They used to go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They still probably do, because you know how kids do. Kids don't really change up their music like for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Kids, you know, and then
shit, there's still music. There's music that we still listen to when we were kids.
Yeah, and then the fact that like, and then, yeah, I understand he's a young man and he's like coming of age, and so of course like his content is gonna grow along with him, but yeah, the hard switch, from kid music to like Satan was really weird.
Yeah, he should have gradually did that. He shouldn't have just did a complete 180 like that. Like,
I ain't gonna lie though, I was reminded of Saddam Hussein and Satan from South Park when I saw that shit. I'm like, come on, guy. Oh, Saddam. Why you have to be so nasty, Saddam? Come on, guy. Come on, guy. No, like it. So that's the fuck I was thinking about.
when Journey comes on.
Journey's a band.
Mm-hmm.
There's he doesn't know much about classic rock. I
Yeah.
don't really either. The classic rock I listen to is mainly like metal. And of course, like Sabbath. Like I don't even listen to the Beatles. Like, I like all my druggy, fucking fucked up music. I don't know. I don't like fucking gospel or preaching music. Or it's not like I don't like stuff that's spiritual, but like I live in New York City. I've seen a lot of.
Oh, is it? Old Town Road is about adultery?
I guess I'm gonna take this horse to the Old Town Road and ride
till I can't. Yeah, got the horses in the back. Wow, so we had people lined up behind him.
And he was so lucky. You know why? You know why that song got big? Red Dead Redemption 2.
Really?
That song would have not popped if it wasn't for all these dudes playing Red Dead Redemption and finding a song that was appropriate. You know what I'm saying? To like the whole like experience of being a cowboy. So you would see memes like that's when I first heard the song. People would put it to like Red Dead Redemption 2 like footage. Yeah, Pink Floyd all day. Yeah, you know, the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Leonard Skinner, even though they're racist, they're not racist, Confederate motherfuckers. Even kind of racist, walking around with a Confederate flag. It's black people. That's crazy.
It sounds like it would be though, because if you think about like some of the lyrics, it would make sense.
I guess it's all subterfuge. I mean, can you really fault them for using subterfuge?
Because a lot of people do it.
I mean, but even then, now music is just straight up explicit. They just say what they're gonna say. You know, And then the type of adultery he does would be, you know, shit. There's, I mean, he's like the gay representation in hip hop, even though a lot of dudes in rap are down low. Like, it's like he said that the song he made the song Montero, it's basically like his experiences being like a gay dude, and like him being demonized by it. But then Call Me by Your Name is actually like this like novel that's like about the gay community.
Yeah.
That's like a big book and like that, you know, that group. So like there's a lot of subtle messaging that's in there, that's interwoven in there. Like you have to really be part of that community to understand. So like I just see it as it's not my cup of tea. You know?
I'm pretty sure a lot of people in that community understood the song better than people who aren't.
I just what I don't like is he used to, you know, he was at the Kids Choice Awards. So what the fuck?
Yeah.
And secondly, a lot of motherfucking anti-black, anti-hip hop, racist motherfuckers are champion Lil Nas X like they listen to rap. If you don't listen to Nas, don't tell me about the Lil Nas X. Because if you want to talk about say, not Lil Nas X may have twerked on Satan, but Nas when he was 12 went to hell for snuffing Jesus. Shit.
Wow.
She's gonna be like, your mom spazzing on people that Montero, call me by your name. What? What the fuck this guy's talking about?
You had a lighter in your hand. So he had a lighter in his hand and he goes to reach for another one. Yeah, at the end of the video, it was like he distracted him to kill him.
Which just remind me of the Saddam shit. Like, because Saddam was more evil than Satan in South Park. Yeah. This the craziest shit too. Cause back in the day, rappers used to say the craziest shit. You know what I'm saying? And
so that's what I'm saying. Is like, how can people be so sensitive with all the things that our generation grew up with?
DMX. See, DMX, Damien. He was on front of flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, covered in blood. You know, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace.
These demons, people think they're like, I mean, they might be like, religious type of imagery, like demons like that. But I really think these demons that people are talking about are like the demons they're facing amongst themselves, like alcoholism, their sexual addictions or whatever addictions they may have. That shit, sin, whatever. That shit carries a weight. Ice-T. Yo, everybody forgets that Slayer used to be signed to Def Jam. Slayer used to be signed to Def Jam.
And that was their first contract.
Well, it wasn't their first, but
like their first big deal.
Shit, Bill constantly fucking grave diggers, constantly evoking the type of imagery. Eminem. So the horror, it's I don't You know, shit. People think Montero's scary. They should go listen to some Ghostman, but like early Ghostman, not like new Ghostman. When he's still doing rap. You know, we're coming.
Yeah, because he's on some other shit now.
We come from like a hardcore counterculture, you know, vibe over here. Yeah, Rick Rubin is a metalhead. Like for example, Hurt that Johnny Cash covered. It's actually a Nine Inch Nails song.
Mm-hmm. And Nine Inch Nails was like, "Yo, you sang that better than than us or whatever." And it's like, that's your song now. That's what they literally said. That's like, that's your song now. That's yours.
You know what's funny, Advent? Never was a big fan of Marilyn Manson. I felt like Marilyn Manson was like I'm gonna sound so fucking judgy and gatekeeping right now, but I felt Marilyn Manson was like hardcore light. Like, oh, you watch wrestling? Okay. You like wrestlers' theme songs? Like, okay. You like some alternative music, you know? I never really like Marilyn Manson was just like, oh, he put tits on. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, he's industrial Bowie. Like, Bowie did this way better than him. Like, I don't. That's how I feel. I don't. Hot take. Yeah, but ICP got kind of fucked up. Like Eminem shitted on them.
Really?
All right, so
Manson was a whiny rich kid.
Manson was one of the kids on the Wonder Years. Anybody hear about that? There's like the best friend in the Wonder Years who looks like Milhouse from The Simpsons is Marilyn Manson. Like he grew up to be Marilyn Manson. All right, so you know the song Marshall Mathers by I'm just Marshall Mathers. I'm just a regular guy. I don't know why all the fuss about me. One of those verses is about ICP.
Mm-hmm.
When he was like, when he says something about why don't we talk about how they ducked down and got paintball shot at their truck, blah. Look at y'all running your mouths again. When y'all ain't see a fucking mile roll south for 10. And I don't need help from D12s to beat up 2 females and make up when they try to scratch me with lean nails. Slim anus. You damn right, Slim anus. I don't get fucked in mine. Like you two little flaming. He's talking about ICP there.
Wow.
And then,
like, yep.
And then he says, and then it goes, and then he says, and the hook comes in. I'm not a wrestler guy. I knock you out if you talk about me. Because they used to be, if you remember the oddities.
No.
You don't remember the oddities from wrestling? It was like some big. It was like George the Animal Steel, right? The hairy dude, and then there was a nigga, the Blue Meanie, and there was just like a bunch of weird people in WWE. They were a stable of like weird people, and ICP used to come out because they did the song for them. ICP is like really big into wrestling, like backyard wrestling, and all that shit. So, like, yeah, DMX was on some. He was like, it was a dichotomy. It was the duality. He was a struggling person who was trying to be better. I set this camera up. New camera. Like on some real shit. Like if you want to support, please. You don't have to, but we appreciate it. I spend way too much money on this YouTube shit.
Yeah. And we did. There was some of you guys who wasn't here earlier. We was mentioning that our computer shat itself, and we had to take a huge financial hit to build a whole new PC.
So yeah.
So that's what we're streaming off of right now. So if you guys want to help with any of that financially, you could.
Recoup our losses.
Yeah, we could.
But we already, as you can see, we already get started. So whether you help us or not, it'll be appreciated if you do, but we still making moves. If you just want to help be a part of that,
Natalie,
we
drop
would
the cash
appreciate
app
it.
in the chat.
Yo, the music, yo. When I was a kid, one of my favorite songs is fucking Shook One's Part 2. And you know, I got you stuck off the realness. We be the infamous, you heard of us. Official Queensbridge murderers. The mob come equipped with warfare, beware. For my prime family who got enough shot to share for all those who want to profile and pose. Rock you in your face, stab your brain with your nose bone. I was 6 like, yes,
yeah, that's what I'm saying, Scuttlebutt. Like the shit that we came up on. Why are people so like sensitive? How can you be so sensitive with the things that we came up on? Like the music we've listened to, the shows we've seen, you know, just our environment. Like, like how are you so sensitive off of something so like you said, mild? Like,
yeah. And they think that shit is disrespectful. You know what shit is so crazy? Everybody walking around, right, talking about how Lil Nas X is like crazy and disrespectful, but everybody walking around saying, "Oh, we smoking that Tuka pack," and it's like, yo, you talking about somebody dead, bro. Tuka is a dead person. They laughing about murdering him, and y'all walking around, we smoking that Tuka, and it's like you laughing at. But Lil Nas X is the evil one.
mm-hmm.
Y'all running around listening to drill rappers talking about how they kill people and shit like that. And you got the nerve to talk about.
It's crazy.
You see, that cemetery girl is about them digging up dead girlfriends.
Wow.
Shit, yo, music is.
I actually gotta take a tinkle. I gotta tinkle.
Okay. Yeah, music is ever changing. The devil's music is always something new. Back then, the twist used to be the devil's music, and you know, so just if you're like highly offended, then I guess you could just consider yourself old now, and that's okay to be old. It's okay to be old. Two Live, yo, people's moms was busting it to loot back in the day. Hoochie Mama, dum 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 dum. Oh, you see, but yeah, people talk about crazy shit, man. Like, Slayer has a song called "Angel of Death," which is about actually one of the Nazis. I think one of the Nazi doctors. I forget his name, but it's a song about a Nazi scientist. It's called "Angel of Death," or is it "Piece by Piece"? It's one of those two. Yeah, it's okay to be old, you know. You're not spring chickens, you know. You gotta move aside, let these young kids do their thing, yo, dude. Like, yo, she brought up the Luke, the fucking 3-6 Mafia. 3-6 Mafia. And then the Memphis sound is like so like influential to like rap and trap beats, and then y'all expect the music to be squeaky clean. You know? Shit. When we were kids, when the people here in the chat were kids, no doubt, Ivan, peace out. When we were kids, shit like the Wisp song, "Wait Till You See My Dick." That was the hook of a song. And then they proceeded to say they were gonna beat the pussy up. 90s R&B, 2000s R&B are just explicit. There's no in between the sheets. Yeah, Joseph Mengels, yes, Joseph Mengels. That's what Angel of Death is about. You know, so people talk. Music goes places. Can't stifle people's creativity. Where was my phone? On the scale?
No.
In the drawer?
No.
Hey.
It was not the thing above the toilet.
Oh,
It was like that. It was like that.
I never put it there.
But it was there today.
That's where I put it.
That's why you couldn't find it. You didn't see it lighting up when I was calling you?
No.
Excuse me. Oh, you want me to find it?
Fuck it.
That stuff in the way though too.
So, let's see. What has been going on since we've been gone? Since you've been gone, smoking weed for the first time. Salt, pepper, push, yeah. Just keep, yeah. We talking about crazy. What's crazy music from back in the day? We talk about Luke, Uncle Luke. You know, hey, we want some pussy. Shit like that shit.
Like that shit was like mad, like
and
in your
Gucci
face.
Mama.
Those were in your face, like.
Shit, even back in the day, some of the songs were kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. People are just people are just so like.
You know what the one I'm talking about?
Well,
It's the one that this nigga's talking about how this nigga is beating his girl or some shit in the street and she shoots him.
what?
Yeah, the shit that goes you know, la vida se da. They're like, you know, he's beating on some girl. She shoots him. Mic check, mic check.
Okay.
La vida se da sorpresas.
I said, "Oh no."
Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds is about LSD. You know that?
Wow.
That look, Lucy
In the sky.
Sky with
Diamonds. Yeah. It's cause so the wire that we have is not great anymore. The wire that came with the mic.
Something must have happened in the like 2-3 weeks we haven't used it. It got
Yeah.
bent, moved around, so we gotta
Something happened, so we gotta get like we touch it slightly and it just completely like disconnects from the thing.
I think the contacts are done.
Mm.
I didn't bother to check certain things when we got, you know. That's why every 30 minutes we have to do, instead of clicking on and clicking back on, it does this stupid shit.
Mm. That sucks, but we're here.
It is what it is. It's gonna be like this for the next couple of weeks until we get everything set in stone. See, if I would have just on the laptop, it would have been even worse.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Shit, Helter Skelter. It was written by Charles Manson. You know,
Wow.
it was he used to rewrote for the Beatles, and the song "Helter Skelter," which people think is about a race war. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah.
Zales don't really like the Beatles.
I'm not like well
not
versed
really
into them.
like.
I don't know much about the Beatles.
Yeah, neither do I, so I can't really say. I mean, I know you mentioned before that you didn't really like mess with the music that you did hear with them from them, you know.
As a kid, I always thought it was kind of pretentious because people are like, "Oh, the Beatles is the best band," and then like, you listen to their music, and I'm like, "This sounds like a rip off of like black music." You know what I'm saying? Like, but like I get it. Like they were like the big like the British invasion, whatever.
Yeah.
And of course they went on to like influence a lot of music here.
Should I move more
in the
over? Because I
States.
feel like I'm like.
If you want.
Because if I move slightly over here or whatever, just
Steely
I'm like
Dan.
out of the frame.
You see, so those are like classic rock, and well, not even classic. Like, would you call it classic rock? I mean, at this point, like every like stuff in the '60s and shit like that is still rock music, you know, because rock has been around now for like 70 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, blues has been around for even longer than that. I'm just thinking about the have you ever seen the when Charles Manson gets up and he's like doing some weird like whatever and they play like he's doing like and like they put it to do different music like that shit, you should go watch that video. And then his fucking the Ill Bill's like huge into like murderers and cult shit, so like he'll like put Charles Manson like interviews in the middle of his like interludes, like the one he's doing with Geraldo. What makes the knife or knife? What makes the shooter? What is the the whatever the? So you're saying that if if you put a baby in a cradle and he's no he's no different from you and I. If you go blickle 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 blickle, right? He's no. But if you go, hey baby, would you light my fire? Hey baby, would you light my fire? And what does he grow up being? A firebug. What do you send to boarding school? I'm like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? I feel like so many people like, and then I feel like the '70s and shit like that. Like I feel like so many people were like that. Like in New York, and like when you hear about like hitchhiker killers and shit like that, like the Zodiac killer and the Son of Sam, like people don't do shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's Manson.
And then so this is why I was never a fan of Marilyn Manson, because I was like, okay, I get the Manson part. I'm like, but the Marilyn part,
like Monroe.
Yeah, that's literally. Oh, so you don't know? Marilyn Manson's name is a mix of
Marilyn Monroe and Charles Manson.
Yeah. So it's just like, okay, we get the Manson part, but the Marilyn part, like, you mean the chick who fucked JFK, right? Like
the happy birthday bitch.
And the bitch who would like put food under her like bed, like she was
the chick.
nasty.
She was nasty, gross. She would literally not wear clothes to sleep during her period.
She was just free.
She would just free bled on her bed and then have her maids clean it up.
Yeah, oh yeah, the weird face stuff. He was the first Nardwar. Doop doodaloop doop. I'm gonna kill you later. Oh my god. What the fuck was going on in the 70s? 70s. A giant psyop across the country. Everything was fucked.
Only people who could tell us that is like your mom, my grandma.
My mom wasn't even here. She don't know what the fuck happened in America.
Oh yeah, she wasn't. And my grandmother was here in like the 60s already.
Yeah, my mom came over there.
No. Yeah, late 60s. My grandma came over here because my mom was born late 60s and my mom was a baby. So yes,
Yeah, so-
that is gross.
So I was just like, okay, so you're a fan of Marilyn Monroe? Like, of all people? It's like not even like Betty Page or like something that like somebody I think Marilyn Manson would be into. Like goth girl. Like it's like Marilyn Monroe, not big titty goth girl. Like what? Yeah, I would love to get interviewed by Nardwuar. He'll probably pull some shit up. It'd be crazy. I get interviewed by Nardwuar. He'll pull up like the video that I did, that like in high school that I won an award for. I'm like, where the fuck did you get this? I'd be like, yo. Yeah, like nah, keeping stuff and nah. That's like you'll see cups in the room and they'll be like water cups. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's food. You know, your mom, why you got all these dried up mashed potatoes under the bed?
That's not mashed potatoes. Oh my god. What you mean, boy? What you mean that's not mashed potatoes?
It's work, Ma. Oh, you mean work? It's crack, okay? You're more cracking, Ma. That white girl fucked up your whole life. That's why JFK ended up fucked up in the back of that car. So I went into a rabbit hole recently, and we're probably gonna all end up on the FBI watch list, CIA watch list after this. How the fuck?
Oh, JFK shit.
Yeah. So all right.
Oh yeah, that shit was crazy.
So
That shit.
George H.W. Bush was in Dallas, and he was supposed to be working the security detail. But we all know what happened, right? So you fuck up your job that badly, and then he later became director of the CIA, and then later became president of this country. And then later on, his son became president. And his son was the president during 9/11.
Which he did nothing about when he was informed about it.
He
like, just sat there.
Daddy told me this was going to happen.
Daddy told me this was going to happen.
So, bro, what the fuck? Yo, imagine somebody, imagine you at work, right? And somebody at your work dies, right?
The president at the time too.
Yeah, somebody the most important VIP in the world or the country dies while you're on duty. Where the fuck would you get a promotion to CEO, director, and then later get that dude's job? What the fuck? I don't know. I'm just putting this out there. Anybody who's watching, if you're from the CIA or if you're from the Secret Service, if you get not this president, any president, if you can do that, you owe me $50. If you can have the president die under your watch and then later get his job, you owe me $50. Fuck that. You need to pay for everything.
Yeah, $50 is that's like
you hear me, future
chump change.
You hear me, future president who works for the CIA or the Secret Service right now? If your boss dies on the job and you get his job later in your life, you owe me money. That's my my clearinghouse sweepstakes. There's gonna be a guy out there. If you pull off the George H.W. that
The W Bush.
that shit is so crazy. That's like having like your kid like and your kid dies and like but you get like his degree later on. Like what? He had one job. Yo, that shit is. I was just like, that is so crazy. That is so crazy. And just hearing about that, I'm like, bruh. And then all the other shit with Pro and all this other shit, you know, we're doing everything today. We're doing theories and true crime, everything today. This is what we do on Fallback Friday.
Speaking of true crime, I haven't worked on any of the cases that I mentioned the last the last stream. Oh, I don't know what stream was it that I mentioned it. But pass me the iPad. It says there's new people in here. Matt Scuttlebutt hasn't been here for a minute. I want to see if she knows about any of these cases.
Oh. My hair's going. I need a haircut.
Okay. Okay, she says she can't type right now, but I'm gonna be throwing the names out there. And why you pluck my toe?
Sure.
All right, so I'm say you can't type for a few, but I'm gonna throw some names out there. Even Tor, if you're still here, Tor. Let me know, anybody in there. Let me know if you guys heard about any of these cases. What you looking for? Your phone? Your phone?
Yes.
You always misplacing your phone. It's over there. You put it over there. If I didn't see you put it there, I wouldn't know where it's at.
My phone.
All right, so Jennifer Pan, that's one case. So I have 7 cases here. Jennifer Pan case, Andrea Yates, Jodi Arias, the Slender Man case. This is one Natalie had mentioned for me to do, the Princess of Dubai. These are twins. The Jasmaya and Tasmaya Whitehead case, and a soccer team murder case. Soccer team murder, I have never heard about that, but I'm definitely gonna look into that. I believe Natalie is the one who told me about it.
I know I did.
You did? Oh,
and I
okay.
was like, yeah.
So, Tora, have you heard about any of those cases? Any of the ones that I mentioned?
Thank you guys for being here. I know we've been inconsistent, and so like that's why like so many people fall off and drop off. But we appreciate everybody who sticks around and is patient with us. One of the things that, like I said earlier, kind of gets me down when people don't show support because it's been happening to a lot of creators. A lot of people don't upload as much as they used to because they feel like it's kind of like all for naught. You're kind of investing a lot of time. YouTube is a time sink. Creating content is not easy. And people are doing this independently without the help of pretty much. We do this and we don't do this with a lot of help. We appreciate all the support that you give us. Natalie, especially, like she been blessing us with a little bit of dough, you know, and your contributions, they go into
they go back into the content. Yeah, they go right back into the content. It's not like we're being very transparent with where your money goes. It's not like some other YouTubers. But yeah, like we said earlier, we took a huge financial hit trying to get a whole new computer setup. And that's that's gonna be kind of hard on us in the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
Um,
And yo, I'm looking for a GPU. So yo, I'm not saying yo buy me a GPU. If you find a GPU at a decent price, please hit me up in the DM.
mhm.
I got money to spend right now. I literally have money. I put money aside for the
The
GPU.
GPU.
So if you find a GPU that's like $500 and it got good specs, send me a link so I can buy it. Yep.
Mhm. So what names have you heard of Tor? But so you want to talk a little bit about the Muter Museum, the Mother Museum?
Um, I
We
guess we
haven't we haven't spoken about that yet.
I guess we can leave that with the because we got the book, so we could talk about
Okay.
take and for the vlog.
Okay.
Um,
So yeah. Okay. So we're not gonna really talk about the Mother Museum because we did buy a book from the shop, the gift shop that's there, and it actually makes up for not being able to record in there. So they have like some pictures of how the museum looks on the inside. They have some pictures of um have some pictures of some of the specimen that they had in the museum. Um yeah, that museum is pretty gruesome. That was a pretty gruesome museum. Zales actually was just like he kind of got like a little what you call it, the creepy crawlies a little bit when we were there. I found it to be very interesting, very cool to see the different things like actual human anatomy. Um, but yeah, so we're gonna actually leave that for the vlog.
hopefully I find footage of the
Yeah, some type of
museum.
stock footage or
Yeah,
something.
and use that like a
Mm-hmm.
little bit of it just to show y'all what it looks like.
Yeah.
Um, uh, so I was watching a video earlier, and let me see if I can. I'm gonna some random video, some random creator I started watching. Um, the video was called, I believe YouTube is dead or something like that.
What's your video?
So it's by a person named Nicole Rafai, and she says why I think YouTube is dead. She made a video basically. She started like I don't know who this like creator is or whatever, and she
Mm-hmm.
made a video that she was explaining a lot of things that I'm like, yo, I get where she's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that a lot of creators, like huge creators, haven't really been uploading like that. And she said like the way of the aesthetic YouTube video is dying. And she's like, even though it's really great to make those type of videos, uh, they're really not like what people are looking for on the platform.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I feel like I could agree with that. Some of my worst performing videos are the ones that we work the hardest on, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just a truth that comes with this YouTube shit. Um, and she said that like a lot of the YouTube shit is basically like drama and like commentary topical discussions. People really aren't doing long form content. People really aren't doing video essays. Um, there are people who are doing it, but they're like it's not like huge. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, people are getting views off like the Charles bullshit. Like, we're not gonna talk about that shit. I don't James like.
Yeah.
I think it's fucking gross that what he's doing, and the fact that this is what these are the people they're making famous.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that say about them?
Mm-hmm.
And
these are the people that they're also choosing to keep on their platform,
um,
even knowing what they're doing.
I'm not just saying that, like the platform too. I'm talking about the people. People support this.
Yeah.
Just like people were supporting a grifter who came on here who scams people. You know what I'm saying? People were giving them money and shit like that, and they got him up to 15K and boosted his head, but he think he got crazy. Now he barely breaks 200 views, and you know he ain't get gassed up by himself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people were putting that battery in his back, and it's so crazy to me that people are so quick to support fuckery. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like it's weird because it's like shooting food, shooting food. It's basically when you derive pleasure at someone else's expense.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing their fall, like it's like they want them to get in drama and fucked up situations so they can see the rise and the fall. It's like it makes them feel good about themselves. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, aesthetic videos are going away. People are doing more like personal type videos. I don't know, like the more every and people now are starting to feel like they have like a say in where the content should go by the creators that they watch. And it's like, you don't have that right. You could suggest things, you could, and a lot of YouTubers go the way of the algorithm. They see how the videos are performing and they'll go for the most base common denominator thing, and they'll lose themselves and they'll burn out making videos trying to feed into the algorithm. YouTube is not good for mental health. Being this content creator, if back in the day when people were making YouTube videos for fun just to make YouTube videos and virality wasn't like one of those things that people strive for, it was a much better place. But now that everything is now like monetized and all this shit, it's muddied the waters. And then it's crazy how people are able to make money off of bullshit. Like, people will sit there and talk about other people's fucking shit using footage that is from a game that they played. Like, I get it. People watch that shit. But at the end of the day, what is that person doing besides paying someone else $60 and using their intellectual property to then talk on top of? You know, I'm not saying that's inherently bad. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that people are able to make money like that when there's other creators who are actually creating, painting, drawing, doing illustrations, creating whole, and it's like trying hard is corny. You know, and it's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna be corny over here trying. You know, because I don't want to do this. Like, some of this shit I feel is lame. I want to get out there and film with my camera and capture what's actually going out there. I want to make memories and also make content that I feel is important. I recently I found a thrift shop recently, and eventually I want to put them on the channel, like, and maybe even do events, because like it's a space, it's a community space. And Gita wants to do more sneaker videos, and I got people who like they want to say something, and they don't really have an avenue, so it's like, fuck it, let me put them on and maybe help them start their own channel or whatever. And yeah, like her videos, like it really hit home. And then there was another video I watched, Dale Decker's video. He was like, toxic positivity. People are like, oh, just doing this. He's like, when you're dealing with something, you don't want to hear people be like, oh, you just gotta think positive. And he's like, people who say that shit don't really know the gravity of your situation. Like, oh, you're hungry, your kids having fucking, like, oh, you say, oh, just be positive. Like, just be positive. Get the fuck out of my face. And I know, like, this part of the video is probably like a super bummer to some people, but I'm not complaining like griping. I'm just bringing light to like, yo, things are not always the best, and it's not just for me; it's for everybody. Everybody be going through it, and the parasocial relationships of like the internet and all that don't really um they're not the focus really isn't on creating like an actual sustainable environment between creator and fan, you know, like like eventually I feel like eventually slowly but surely we'll get to a point where we can make like a little economy within our fan group, like you know, like people would like make business deals with each other and make money, you know, with each other. Also, like we'll be giving back to the community when doing either giveaways or probably doing like a merch line or something with somebody, whatever, you know. But I feel like that's more. I think that's better than just like asking people for money and like it's crazy how people do Patreons and they don't do anything with it, even though they're getting money. I don't do anything with my Patreon because there's no money coming in. You know, if there was money coming in, I would be doing everything that I advertise.
Yeah, it's hard when you have a family that you gotta think of first before actually putting money towards content and all the other miscellaneous stuff.
Yeah, it's an expense, and not only does it take like a financial toll, but it takes like a physical and mental toll too, because it gets to the point where like it's just stressful sometimes. Like, oh, the camera's not working properly, or this and this, and I gotta plan this and do this and do that, and I gotta spend money here and do this. And there's people who just get in front of a camera. Like, I mean, we're getting in front of a camera now and doing our stream, but this is not really where like
this isn't only our this isn't what our content consists of. It's not just
it's just a part of it.
Yeah, you guys know we do everything, so.
And I feel like there's channels that have 1 million viewers, 1 million subscribers, and they don't even put in as much work as we do, and even though we're inconsistent, you know, it'd be funny like when we did like the week challenge, like we did that, we got back into it, and started streaming every day. We would probably grow, but then at the same time, like we would feel like we would stagnate. It's like, what are we doing every day? We don't feel that self-important that people need to see us every day.
Yeah, that, and on top of that, it's like what do we talk about every day? Like, what is there to talk about every single day? I feel like it's kind of good to let time go by so that we can definitely catch up and actually have meaningful conversations and stuff like that, instead of just, okay, what'd you guys eat today? Okay. It's just like what are we gonna talk about every day?
Yeah, we've seen streams that go completely left. Like, if they're not like, I feel like our stream, even though sometimes it's not focused, like it's still topical, and we're just we're doing what we do. We do what we really do. We talk the way we really talk. Sometimes we're a lot more goofy in real life. Sometimes we just be here just fucking being stupid.
OD. Like the other day we were like that, like all day just being goofy. Even when we going to sleep, cuddling and stuff, and just still just being goofballs. Like it's just
yo, like humor is such a weird coping mechanism because like DMX like passing, right? I'm like, why was the first thing I thought was like a joke? Not like a fucked up joke, but like it was still a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, DMX passed, so God was like, where my dogs at? And DMX is like, right here, dog. Right? And so like, all dogs go to heaven. That's another joke, but it's like it's a joke that's celebrating like who he was as a person.
Yeah.
You know, so like, but it's so weird how like I use humor as a coping mechanism. Some like we get very serious sometimes on the stream. But on some real shit, like we really silly and laid back and goofy. We just spoke. We want to be real. We want to be real with the shit that we present. Like running this channel and Crystal's channel and my channel, with running 3 channels concurrently. I'm planning to like branch out more because I want each channel to have its own like its own idea. Like we could stream and put her beauty stuff and everything on my channel, but then my channel would be all over.
Yeah, it's like he mentioned that. I was like, it doesn't really make sense because all the channels have different things going on, you know. So it's like my beauty stuff with his, you know, more rugged side is like it doesn't really mesh well. And then, you know, this channel, we have this channel. It's like, and it's like if we were gonna do all that, this channel would have never been created. You know, so it's like.
It's yeah, like
Yeah.
there's you know, and I really don't want to go the way of other creators where like they grow to hate and resent being a creator. I don't want to come on here with 10,000 fans bugging the fuck out. Fuck y'all, shit. But nah.
Yeah.
Like I feel like y'all creators should be able to communicate with their fans to some degree. That like, yo, things haven't been moving that good because I'm a human. But then people really don't like that. People want to see you be a superhuman, and then you know they'll make fun of you when the fall comes. And I feel like we need to stop that shit.
Yeah.
You know, but like yeah, it's a weird duality. Like things to be serious, but at the same time, like you know, we try to keep things light, you know, and whatever. But like, cause really, like the problems that we have right now really ain't like we don't really have problems. It's pretty much chill. We just got a lot of work to do with our stuff. We just are getting to. But then like most of my like stress and shit that I worry about is like this content creation because I've been doing it for so long, so it's just like I've got to make something happen. You know, I honestly feel myself like getting older and at that point where like yo, I'm gonna be at the end of my rope when it comes to like trying to promote this shit. Eventually, I'm just gonna be like, I don't want to do this shit no more. You know, seeing the whole Lil Nas X thing and seeing people who don't even fuck with my music. They're like, you never listen to rap. And all of a sudden, Lil Nas X is a shit. It's like, get the fuck out of my face, bro. It's just.
And another thing that you can't stand is when people like on Facebook, I would say, because it's not on all social medias, because Facebook is like more of like the personal, our personal socials. So social media on Facebook, he can't stand when people claim that they support him, but then don't share his stuff or give feedback, don't like it and stuff like that, but then turn around and then send him somebody else's work. And it's just like, get the fuck out of here. Like, you don't even like my stuff. How dare you share me somebody else's shit? And then you claim that you fuck with my shit, but then don't even bother to at least give it a like.
And then we be the same type of creators.
Yeah.
I'm just like, you never share my music though. You never like and it's not like I don't know, and the whole DMX thing kind of fucked me up too. Not like me personally, because like I don't know, like with DMX, it's like he's been DMX for so long. You know what I'm saying? Like he's been who he is, dealing with the drugs and all this shit, and like I can't act like I really cared about him, and then now he's passed. And there's this outpouring of like support and love, and like I get it. Now it's like your memory, you know, it's his memory, like a life has passed, and now you feel that. But where were you this entire time? You know, like if you know, like I'm the type of person, like, if I see one of my friends suffering, I want to try to end that suffering by, like, getting them the fuck out of there. Like, yo, you drinking too much. Get the fuck away from the bottle. Let's go for a fucking walk.
Yeah, come
Go
smoke a blunt with me.
Go ride a bike. Let's do some yoga. Well, you know, whatever. What is it? What are you missing that you're doing this? And then you get to the problem. You know, well, drugs is different though. Once drugs really puts its like 6 claws into it, it has
a whole.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if people really cared about him and gave him his flowers while he was alive, would it have ended the way it did? And one of the things that I've been reflecting about a lot is how lonely it is to be like a man, you know, like who's about his business. I'm pretty sure women feel this stuff too, but women have a lot more tight knit community and camaraderie with each other. A woman can meet another woman and be like, "Oh my God, I love you. You're beautiful," and you know whatever. Guys don't do that to each other, right? So I don't really have a lot of friends. Like I skateboard, I skate by myself. When I work out by myself. I'm by myself a lot in those manly endeavors. And
yeah,
it's kind of getting annoying. I'm like, I spend so much fucking time by myself. But then I turn around and go to my Facebook and see like niggas going at it because they're having a falling out and they're like fucking morons. I'm like,
yeah,
bro,
these
I'm
like
everybody else got friends, but I'm here like alone, the dickhead, you know, like. So it's
yeah, there's like some crazy shit going on
It's
between
just,
two people that we knew, well, that we know, but don't really associate with. They're having like a huge falling out right now, and they're like going at each other hard on Facebook, doing lives, doing fucking subliminal posts, and going on each other's lives, arguing back and forth. It's like it's so petty for grown men to act the way they are right now. Like it is so petty,
and then,
so petty.
but then, you know, when I was cool with them dudes or whatever, I mean, I don't have any problems with them.
Yeah,
I just don't really like
associate with them.
But when I was like actively like putting effort into like trying to help these dudes out, like I was like a loser. You know what I'm saying? Or they try to bite the hand that feeds.
Yep.
And so,
but one of the guys definitely, he. The reason why we know the second guy is through the first guy. So, the first guy held a light because he's like a videographer or whatever. So he held one of Zales' light, and he did not use it. He did not use it, and he held it for a whole year.
Yeah,
he held it for a little over a year, and he has not used it within the year, and he was not trying to give him the light back. He was not trying to give it back. He literally told him to go buy a light. And it's like, nigga, I bought a light. You got my shit. Like, the fuck? You buy a light.
And then I told my friend who's our mutual friend.
Yeah.
I told he was like, yo, because we were gonna shoot a video. And he was like, yo, I'm gonna go get the light. So he went and got the light. Like it was a hassle for him to get the light.
He wasn't answering his phone.
I told him I told him I was like, yo, I know we need this video or whatever you want to do. This, I have to get my light from this guy. I'm like, but it's probably gonna be a problem.
Yeah, because it was multiple occasions where he was supposed to get the light, and this guy did not pull through at all. It was either no communication. It was either he had to run out. It was I don't got money to meet you, or so if it was like no money to meet him, Zales would be like, all right, I'll go to you. He was like, but I'm about to leave right now. Like it was like he was like literally beating around the bush, trying not to give Zales back the light.
Yeah, and so it got to the point where I'm like, nah, I can't be peaceful. So if I go get this light from this dude, I'm gonna beat him the fuck up. It's gonna be a problem. And so my guy had to go pick up the light, and it was even a hassle for him to get the light.
He was trying to play games, even though he was in his neighborhood. He wasn't answering his phone. He wasn't home. It was mad different shit. So when he finally gets back to the block, he tells our mutual friend, that, oh, wait here, I'm gonna go to the house and I'm gonna bring it to you.
He's like, nah.
He's like, no, I'm coming to your crib. I'm coming to your crib. He was literally trying to like lose him and then go somewhere else
and keep the light.
And keep like, no, what are you doing?
I was like, you earlier, because remember I was like, I can't go get that light and be peaceful. Because I remember I spazzed on him. I was like, bum ass snake.
Yeah, they had gotten to a huge spat on the phone. Like, it was ridiculous. It's like, nigga, like,
and it's crazy because he ended up being somebody's manager.
Yeah, he ended up being somebody's manager, and the person he was managing is the person he's now beefing with.
But yet nobody fucks with me. Nobody, like, it's so. I mean, there's people who fuck with me. Like, there's a group of people who fuck with me, like, heavy. But those people have known me for like 10 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You know, but even then, like, at the same time, I'm not really like constantly in their ear asking for help, asking for shit. But that's because I'm not that dude. I'd rather get it out the mud. Rather get it out the put my sleeves up and get it out the mud. I don't want to ask for nobody's help. It's just like my pop showed me how to get it on my own. Like, I just want to fuck with other people on a like creative level, on a collaborative level, because of the community I come from. The hip hop culture is like, yo, we all have to come up together. You know what I'm saying? Teamwork make the dream work. Notice how they sign one rapper, and the one rapper blow, and his whole crew end up fucked up because they're not thinking about the crew no more. They're thinking about how to make one guy rich, and how to create dissension in the rank. It's so crazy how, like, yo, it's a divide and conquer shit. If we all like hip hop and rock used to be hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? The whole hardcore punk scene and the whole glam scene, the party scene in the 70s was fucking with the hip hop kids. They had good weed. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy how, like, everything gets more compartmentalized. And it's crazy. It's just like, my compartment is so small now. It's just being like a few choice people.
But yeah, that is some bullshit to
happy some of the people here are in our circle.
Yeah, and one of the things it's like one of the things that was said during that phone call with him was like he was complaining about not having money or a card and Cash App or some shit like that or whatever, right? And Zales was like it's easy to get this shit. Like, yo, my bud dealer has Cash App. I can send him money through Cash App. Like, how do you not have one? And he's like, oh, well, that's not me. Whatever the fuck or whatever. Like, what? So he's telling me I could pay my bud dealer through Cash App, but I can't pay, send you money or whatever to help you out, whatever the situation is, through Cash App. Like, I have to physically go meet you. It's just like, what?
Yo, I feel like those people, like, I hate those motherfucking people who be like, yo, here is a solution. Here is a solution. I can't do the solution. Maybe, okay, I understand that everybody has the circumstances. What circumstances are stopping you from meeting the solution? This and this and that. All right, so I will make the proper accommodations. That's not my style. That's not what I do. And then I was like, then you don't get money. Then you don't get money. Like, you're really trying to justify not having a bank account right now? It's like, dude, what the fuck, bro? Like, what kind of flex is that? No, so I'm gonna pay. I'm just Cash App. I just got ones.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so when you go to the store and you want to buy something, what do you do? I'm like, okay, so if you go to the store with all that money.
That was yeah, but that situation was yeah. Some personal falling outs with people that we know.
Yeah, no,
You know.
but like all this stuff like kind of reflects. Like I've been reflecting because like I've been sitting around not really doing much, but there's no computer and shit. So I'm just like, yo, why are things this way? You know, and it's just like, and then I'm that dude. I would literally sit myself and think into a bad mood. So it's just like, so I was like, nah, man, I gotta just, you know, but it's just I've just taken note of it, and I'm just like, it's just funny, you know, like it's one of the, I think it's funny how, you know, dude can be like, I play video games with your kids, not play video games with your kids, and you paid him $20 to do so, you know, and then for him to be like, oh, people tell me they think, oh, they tell me that, no, you said you were gonna do something, so be a man of your word, because you know how Scarface said, in this world you only got two things, your word and your balls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tor, that is completely like mental. Like it's I don't even, like wow.
And the shit is like this. Things have been so bad with this person that I'm not the only person who's had problems with him, because there was a point where
Yes.
I had him do a video, and I was like, you know what, you and your mans can do my video because you know we're gonna break bread, we're gonna show love, and it took him like a month and a half to get me like a video done, like 5-minute video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Zales gave him like a little task just to see like how they, you know, how well they can edit like closer to what he likes. Because their edit style was so I'm just leave it like that. So it took them mad long just to get Zales back what he asked for. Just, you know, see.
And it took forever, and I was not fucking with it at the end of the day. But then now, but yeah, no, people are weird. They do some weird shit.
I'm about to be a cyborg.
And then this Cyberpunk 2077.
I'm gonna be a cyborg.
Nah, but like, and then the fact that like I see them going at it, and the shit that they be talking online, it's like, y'all talk the real shit, yo. When I told you to do this, and this, you ain't do it. You know, and now you sitting there, oh, niggas ain't this, niggas ain't that. It's like, nigga, you ain't this, you ain't that. Cut that shit out. You know?
Yeah.
Like, we're here. We're like baby deers. We're just stepping wherever we could get our footing, and it is what it is. We don't make ourselves out to be like crazy, like, you know. But we have principles that get our quality up. We're true to what our channel is, and sometimes videos don't come out because we just don't feel like making videos, or we can't because shit happens. And I hope in the future, I don't know, like, hope in the future we can be more true to who we are, and also, but also like true to who we are, but also like, you know, like be true to what we are as a channel. Like, I want my channel to be something I'm proud of. I don't want to look back at my channel, like, even if I'm like, oh, it's so cringe, it's so corny. I'd rather be trying hard and being like, look, there's me trying, actually doing something, instead of resting on my laurels and doing some garbage shit. You know, people saying aesthetic videos are on their way out. Fuck that. We're gonna make even more aesthetic videos. That's what we have cameras for. You know, we're behind the cameras now. What's important? What's in front of the camera is. So we gotta start thinking about what we put in front of the camera. Why are we so obsessed with putting ourselves in the camera without actually creating anything that's of any real substance? Like yeah, I'm happy people are chilling with us. Like, it's our first stream in a long time, so you know, that's why we got a couple viewers. But like, honestly, like, how many people, how many of y'all are sick of watching people just sit in a crib in the same spot, you know, talking about, you know, I'm tired. Even TVs like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like people sitting in the same spot in a TV. Oh, come on, bro. In your house, they just set up a little studio setup, and then that's where they sit like a YouTube. So, man, fuck this shit. Hey.
Yeah, definitely, Tor. But yeah, that's why we take our time with what we do. Like, if we don't like it, we don't like the idea, we're not gonna do it. Like, just straight up. Like,
Yeah, because like one of the things I've really like, for example, um, not gonna, you know, we're not bad mouthing anybody, but the Sunshinery basically, you know, started they detracted from esport, and when that happened, yeah, I was on their show for a bit, and I did get a little bit of support from them, but I'm sure if I would have pushed on the drama more, you know what I'm saying, if I would have capitalized on that opportunity and continued to, you know, whatever, I would be getting a lot more attention on this channel, but it wouldn't be coming from a place that I wanted to be coming from.
yeah,
People will be coming here for salacious, you know, titillating shit.
yeah,
Oh, he's in a drama. Oh, he wants to, you know, they're gonna whatever. I hope they end up fighting. Like, I don't want people to come on my channel wishing that for me or anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I may dislike this person and I may have my own personal feelings about that, but I would never encourage anybody else, especially who watches me, to encourage that. You know, if we speak about it, it is what it is. We can laugh about it a little bit if, you know, if I crack jokes and I'm roasting a person, because that's the type of person I am. I'd rather get under their skin and shoot and say, you know, sly shit and be real offensive with the jokes instead of like throwing the hands. At the end of the day, there's no, you know, like, like, it's crazy. This person alleged that I you know, I stalked them and did whatever, you know, and it's just like I wouldn't pursue that in that way, you know, like if me and them was gonna have a actual confrontation, it would have been in a way where I like, nah, we're gonna meet up, we're gonna see me clearly, and we're face to face, you know, and you know, and if and it's crazy because I really could have capitalized on that situation and pushed the drama shit, but it's just like, nah, man, I don't know. It's just, you know, and like I said earlier too, would be beating a dead horse because now his channel's practically dead, you know, and it's because of like that's karma, you know.
Your channel's gonna plummet after this. Believe that.
It took a while. And it may not be all the way down. You know, let's get 200 views. I'm like, 200 views ain't all that. You know, especially for a channel of your magnitude, you're supposed to be getting a lot more.
Yeah, my first video got 150 views.
See that? You got like 30 fucking subscribers.
Well, I think 40 now on my channel.
40 subscribers.
But at that point, it was only like what, 28, like 26 subscribers when that first video dropped.
You know, and I think we look into the analytics because of how much work you put in. You want to see some, like, it's just like if you plant a seed, you want to watch it grow.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, of course, you get discouraged when things don't go to plan. And so, but as you see, like, to quote Cardi B, you get knocked down 9 times, but you get up 10. You know, like, this shit, yo, like, fuck it. Like, this Fallback Friday is probably, you know, us kind of just like venting some steam a little bit. Even though it's not like crazy. Still, like, it's, when this computer shit happened, I was sick.
Yeah.
Sick.
Oh
I'm
God.
like, what the
And so,
fuck am I gonna
Tor, I don't know
do?
if you was here yet when we explained how it happened, but so his mom didn't see the last vlog on this channel or my recent video on my channel. So we were showing her the vlog and it just fucking shat itself. The computer just shat itself. We're like, what the hell's going on here? And it stood shitting itself. And it never turned back on. It's really cool in there.
Yes.
Yeah, I think this area too is this area because the other computer was in the cut. It wasn't out in the open, so it wasn't getting that air.
Mm-hmm. So it's The Sims.
That's dope, Tor.
People really like The Sims.
Yeah.
We won't be doing any Sims plays. Maybe she will on her channel.
Maybe at some point.
But
I guess if I'm just like talking about something, I'll probably do yeah.
But then you'll be stealing other people's performance.
Everybody does Sims though, so it's like nobody can say that.
Everybody does gaming too.
Yeah, everybody does gaming, everybody does Sims, so it's like no. Yeah, we took a huge financial hit with the computer. Like huge financial hit.
Yeah, but I made it happen.
Yeah.
The computer is here.
And it's gonna be a good hit for the next couple weeks because we did go into debt for the computer. But it is what it is. Like we needed to get it done because the computer is literally savings was even dipped into to get it.
We went into a little bit of debt, but I took savings out so we could pay debt. And then the money that's coming in is so like, yeah, when your stuff goes like viral, like some of my videos are almost at 2K, and
Tor, post the link to that video.
Yes, you are mod. Post that.
And post the link to that video, definitely.
And it's cool that we have other content creators here. Like they understand where we're coming from.
Yeah.
You know, like this is kind of like a content creator.
Yeah.
You know, when it's just like you want, people are like, oh, people do it for views. You want views.
Yeah.
You know, you wouldn't have put it out there if you didn't want views.
Exactly. People do it for views. That's the whole point.
You know, you want people to see your stuff. You want some recognition.
That's why you're on the platform to begin with. Like, you know, like of course everybody does it for views. That's why they're on YouTube to begin with.
That's why you're on social media to begin with.
Yeah.
For likes, for this and that. But I want the likes to be coming from a place where it's like
genuine.
Yeah, you know, and also like likes where like people are inspired. I know Gort is going through like mad shit right now. But when people came to my comment section from his videos, and then I saw that he was giving me a little shout out, whatever. And it's so funny because people, I think it's gonna. So from now on, I think whenever I get into like a conflict with somebody, like for example, a lot of people say get your quality up. You know, like now people are starting to say it. Like so, people when you hear it, and it's like thrown at somebody, get your fucking quality up. And it's just like, okay, he watches ZALES.
Yeah.
You know, Yeast Boy. Anybody, any
yeah, there's people using Yeast Boy and don't even know where it came from.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy. It's like
I'm more influential than I think I am.
Yeah.
Even though I feel like no one really bumps our shit or really fucks with it that much. It's like eventually it'll grow to a cult following maybe. I'd rather have that cult following. And I can do my Manson dance. But Manson dance.
Manson dance.
The dance.
The dancing.
Charles dance. That man, he's dancing. He's dancing. Dancing, dancing. Oh, God.
It's Manson.
Oh, beautiful
That-
people.
Oh, beautiful people. Oh.
Sorry, I'm having ADHD. The last couple of weeks since we haven't really been on, this shit started. This I was gonna say Tower Boy, Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
What the hell?
Wow, real disrespectful to the whole shit. The Tower Boys. I mean, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier has started, and we watched one episode, and we here like. It's probably like 4 episodes. We got to catch up. What we have been watching, which is a really good superhero show, is Invincible.
Yeah,
That shit is dope.
if you guys like The Walking Dead, it's written. The comics of the Invincible is actually written by Robert Kirkman, who wrote The Walking Dead. Stephen Young, the person who played Glenn, is actually the voice to the main character. And it's actually a really good show, so just throwing that out there.
Invincible is really, even though it's a cartoon
Yeah.
is still good.
Mm-hmm.
We love our
Johnny
cartoons.
is actually the one who put us onto it. One
Yeah.
day when we was at his house, we
Well,
watched the first 3 episodes over there.
Yeah, I did see the fight though. He's like, "You seen this shit?" I was like, "Yeah, I seen this shit." You seen the best part, but like I didn't know what the context was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just like, "Oh, this evil nigga's about to he betrayed his whole team. Like, why would you do this?" Whatever.
Yeah, that show is really good.
Yeah.
Definitely. I was gonna say something. I forgot what I was gonna say though. Oh, Tor, did you watch the last vlog?
You have to watch The Boys too. That was really good. I heard. It's on Amazon.
Oh, it's a show.
Yeah.
Oh,
They say
okay.
it's like Invincible. It's like
Oh, okay.
It came out before Invincible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we like.
So if you like The Boys, then you will like Invincible.
Yeah, and if you like Invincible, we should like The Boys. I heard
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
We like the whole subverting of the superhero tropes. It's different.
Yeah.
This whole like I don't know, the whole established thing, like the whole MCU thing, like WandaVision was great.
Oh,
Don't get me wrong.
WandaVision was
We
an awesome show.
We really like WandaVision.
That was an awesome
But,
show.
like I feel like because it did different things. Like this
Yeah.
Falcon. I mean, we haven't watched the other episodes, so
We
hopefully
literally
it
just
gets
watched the
better.
first episode, and we watched the first episode waiting for our train back from Philly, and we watched it on Zale's phone.
and we haven't watched any of the other.
Yeah,
episodes.
we haven't watched it since, but I guess it wasn't as good as,
It wasn't gripping.
WandaVision. Yeah, it wasn't like WandaVision. WandaVision caught
WandaVision
us the
was
first
super, yeah, it
episode.
was super stylish.
Yeah,
And it's not that like I don't know.
and it was like we literally just finished watching WandaVision too, so it's like that was like still fresh and that feeling and all that.
I was
So it's
watching
like-
this, I'm like, this is kind of boring.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about this fucking boat.
Basically, that's
And
how we felt.
It's so weird because it's like, oh, it's like you have a business. Like, I mean, I have a business, but like my business is fucked up.
Oh, WandaVision is
Oh, she
awesome.
hasn't watched WandaVision.
You need
It's
to
really,
watch
really
it. It's really good, Tori.
Really,
It's really good.
It's
I actually cried, but it's good.
it's a really good show.
It is.
Other things that so now I guess we're on a TV tip now.
Yeah.
TV shows. Because that's one thing we catch up a little bit on our TV shows. We watched Good Doctor.
Yeah, Good Doctor is really good. If you don't,
We don't
Watch
like Grey's Anatomy. We like Good Doctor.
I've never watched Grey's Anatomy. I actually have it on my list.
There's only one other TV show about doctors
Doctors?
that I like.
What?
Scrubs.
Oh, never watched that either. I've never watched any doctor
And
shows
it's not even
until
really
The
about
Good
doctors.
Doctor.
It's about nurses.
It's still medical, so it's still like in
but
that.
it's a comedy.
Oh, it is?
It's a
Okay,
comedy.
so it's not like
And I met the guy who was I met Turk. His name is Donald Faison.
oh.
I met him when I worked at Lids.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so and he's the Fortnite dance. That's that's grandma. But you know that dance, whatever. I don't know if you've seen people do it, but it's a Fortnite dance. It came from
What's
episode of Scrubs.
Vikings on?
Vikings, I think, is on History.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's a
Nah, it's an actual show. Like it's a TV show.
yeah, that's what I was
But
gonna say.
they
It's a
made
TV show.
they made it like it's like a period. It's like Game of Thrones, but Vikings. I think um hmm, the good doctors with time travel and stuff like that. But it's like different. It's like British.
What you mean time travel?
Like it's like he has a phone booth that time travels in the TARDIS and he goes to different places. There's different doctors. The show's been going on for like 60 years probably now. Um yeah, there's even lost episodes. It's like Star Trek.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's like Star Trek. It goes way back.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
But Good Doctor is actually really good.
we watched that. We watched Bob's Burgers. We're huge Bob's Burgers fans. I put her onto The Simpsons, the old Simpsons, so we're like still in season 2.
We got through season 1?
Yeah, I believe we got through season 1. And then and what else? Um, I put her onto Dragon Ball. We went through Dragon Ball. We're in Dragon Ball Z now.
Yeah.
My hands are like, or is that just the color grading?
You have a little redness in your hand. Yeah, your hands are a little red.
Is that from working?
Probably because my hands aren't red.
I hope that's from working out. It's very red. There's a couple shows that I want to start watching. We have HBO Max.
Oh, she said that's Doctor Who.
Oh, that's Doctor Who.
Yeah,
What
so
did
I'm
she say? What did she say? The Good Doctor. I'm bugging the fuck out.
I'm like, that's why I was confused as how.
So many doctors. Doctor Who, the Good Doctor, Doctor Strange,
I'm like,
Doctor Strange Love.
That's why I was like, time travel.
There's so many
I'm
doctors.
like, okay.
Yeah, that's Doctor. Yeah,
Okay.
Doctor Who. She's a Doctor Who fan. The Good Doctor's good. We haven't watched the Korean version.
Yeah. Have you watched Castlevania tour?
Castlevania is fucking awesome.
When is that coming back?
I don't know.
It's on Netflix, by the way.
Yeah, Castlevania is dope. What else? Did anybody watch Godzilla vs. Kong?
Amazing movie.
Really
That was really good.
really good.
What's Vinland Saga about, tour?
Probably like a fantasy anime.
Mm.
But when you say fantasy anime, I'm saying fantasy like traditional fantasy, elves and broadswords and magic, because you get fantasy like Final Fantasy, and that's different. That's different. Yeah,
It's the ditties.
Castlevania was sick.
Yo, that show was like, oh my god! Like the fight scenes and the ripping of a part of the peoples and stuffs. It was really good.
It's so weird. Like you could tell we're like metalheads by the stuff we watch. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
Terminators and Godzilla versus Kong and they watching.
Okay, it's another
Okay.
Viking related thing. and she hasn't watched Godzilla versus Kong
I'm
yet.
thinking of getting Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I just can't spend too much money on games. I really need the graphics.
Yeah, in order to play anything, basically.
I don't want to get them from StockX, but
I'm gonna put my cold feet on you.
they're not that cool. Other times they're freezing. Totally kind of cold.
These are probably colder because the AC's hitting right on it.
We got to start watching The Wire. Or rewatch.
Yeah, we started watching The Wire.
We watch so many shows and then we stop watching. And we pick them up later.
Okay, Tor. We'll see you in a bit. If we're
Yeet.
still on.
I did deadlifts today, so my lower back is killing me.
With a third on you?
Yes. Let's be third then. Raise your Bahamut. Gotta check some of these shows out because we just sitting around like we watch way too much YouTube and YouTube hasn't been that great. Like I've been watching new creators, and I need to watch more other people's stuff like the homies.
Mm-hmm.
With this fucking stupid ass like YouTube shit with the notifications.
Yeah, Advent needs to be more on YouTube too, because we don't be on Twitch like that.
I don't really be on Twitch.
We don't be on Twitch like that.
We gotta check his stuff out more.
Yeah, and I can't even sign into Twitch. I don't even know what the fuck. So Advent, if you still here and we're ever on Twitch, and I'm not writing anything in your comment section or anything like that, just know I'm watching. I just can't interact because I can't log in. I don't know what the fuck. But
that's so weird. You can't log in.
It's so weird. I tried to do it one day when Shimena and Vic was on, and it was just not letting me, even through the Carbon Couple account.
Wow.
Remember we tried through the Carbon Couple account, but it was just not letting me log in. So I was just like, okay, whatever.
And then we gotta get more out them on the Discord. But I think we're pretty much done for tonight. I mean, there's not much more to talk about. When are we coming back?
I guess for what Wednesdays? I'll work on a case for the next week and a half, and not Tuesday coming up.
Wednesdays, what are we gonna react to?
We gotta figure it out, but so not next Tuesday, the Tuesday after next, I'll be doing another case. I don't know exactly what case I'm gonna be working on, but you guys will find out. For what Wednesdays we'll be coming back for what Wednesdays next week.
So we're gonna do reactions. Any crazy shit that you see or anything that you think is topical that you want to see our opinion on.
We could react to Tor's 400 view video.
Mm-hmm.
We could do that.
Yeah. If you want to see us react to certain stuff, we'll be back Wednesday. What time Wednesday?
What Wednesday? I guess
Like
I was gonna say 7:30.
7:30, 8ish.
Yeah.
We'll really lock down a time. But we're gonna do reactions. If you want to suggest anything, hit us up in the DMs. You see the handles. Also, links are in the description. We ain't tell you all this entire time, but please hit us with a like. If you're not subscribed, please do so. Hit the bell so you can get notifications. We're back now. Like we're back now.
Mm-hmm.
The computer, like we were literally gonna stream, but then we went out. Also, like we're trying to have a life. This fucking shit. Like,
yeah, and it was like really random that day. We didn't stream for Fallback Friday. It was a random call, and we barely go out, so it was like we kind of took that opportunity to go out. So
but we are back. We're gonna be following our schedule for the most part. Letting people know when we're going to be on. We're going to be on Wednesday for reactions. Like I said, hit us with suggestions. We're also going to be doing our research, looking around, see any topical stuff that we may want to talk about that happens in the next week. Be safe out there. Some people are hurting right now because they lost a huge influence, lost the idol.
mm-hmm.
If you got friends who are mourning, help celebrate the life,
Mm-hmm.
and take care of each other. Take care of yourselves.
Stay 6 feet apart.
um,
Wear your mask.
yeah, it's been a year. It's been a year with all this crazy stuff.
Oh, I don't know if Tor's seen this. Oh, but she said she's going to eat, so she's not even here right now. But yeah, so we are about to call it a night. It's about to be midnight where we're at. I don't know how Tor does it. It's like 5 in the morning where she is right now.
I'm gonna get
Basically,
back to. Gotta do some editing. Got videos.
yeah,
Got videos I gotta edit. So
we got videos to edit. We got videos to record. Yeah, we got a lot of work coming.
yeah, it was a huge setback, but we'll push through. And,
Yeah, I have a nail video that I recorded back in like October that's still not out. Cause yeah, so that video was recorded in October, and then by the time we were like, okay, let's edit that video, it was already December, and I knew I wanted to record some Christmas nails, so that came first, and then the whole haircut thing came, and then it was just, yeah, so this video got pushed back OD. But that video is going to be the next video to come out on my channel. That nail video.
Yeah. And then I got to get organized. I don't know what's going on.
Time to get organized.
But thank you for being here. Thank you for support. We'll be back Wednesday. Videos coming from different channels. Our different channels. Yeah, we're back. Things are a little wonky. It'll get smoother. Things are touch and go right now. Things are touch and go. You know, still a small channel. It is what it is. But thank you for being here. Good night, folks. My name is ZALES.
I'm Diamond.
We are the Carbon Couple.
And we're signing off.
Peace out.